Hi, I'm Don, W8DPK, and this video will show the replacement of our 2-meter VHF repeater antenna and the 3 UHF link antennas on the tower at Madison County Hospital. Here's what's currently on the 140-foot tower. On the top is the hospital's UHF antenna, a DB404 for their UHF base station. Below that is their VHF base station antenna, a DB224, and an abandoned VHF DB224 that has been lightning damaged that we will be removing. We will be using its old hardline feed line to connect to the new UHF link antenna that we'll be installing later. Next, at the 100-foot level is our old DB224 2-meter repeater antenna that we will be replacing. It's over 40 years old, designed for the 150 to 160 commercial VHF band, and it's mounted directly on the northeast tower leg. It will be replaced with a brand new DB224, which is manufactured for the 2-meter ham band, and with a 24-inch standoff bracket to improve the radiation pattern. We'll also be installing new 1/2-inch hardline to replace the old RG213 coax. Here, at about the 80-foot level, are the 3 UHF link antennas that point to our 3 remote receive sites in Plain City, West Jefferson, and Mount Sterling. These will be replaced with a signal omnidirectional UHF antenna, a DB404, that will be fed with the hardline that was connected to the hospital's abandoned VHF antenna. Even though the new Omni antenna will have less gain than these 3 Aggies, it will be about 30 feet higher up the tower and have low loss hardline instead of the lossy RG213 coax that these UHF Aggies antenna are fed with. It was pretty cold outside, about 15 degrees, so we assembled the new DB224 inside in one of the hospital's hallways. Here, I'm coating the joints on the phasing harness with Scotch coat to make it more weatherproof. All of the dipole elements are mounted on the same side of the mast, which makes the pattern slightly elliptical. The antenna will be mounted on the northeast tower leg, so this elliptical pattern will give an extra 3 dB gain towards Columbus, where many of our users are. Outside, we assembled the standoff brackets and the ground crew got ready. The tower climber, Dave Price, finished assembling his hardware and planned his climb up the tower. Here's Dave preparing to attach a connector to the end of the hardline. The first thing on the agenda is to attach the pulley and rope and hoist up a bucket of parts, tools, and hardware. Next up is the 24-inch standoff bracket. While Dave worked on the tower, the ground crew had a lot of time just for rag chewing and just hanging around. And finally, the new DB224 VHF 2-meter antenna is up the tower and mounted onto the side bracket. Well, today we'll be installing the UHF omnidirectional antenna at about the 110-foot level for reception of our 3 remote receive site links. Since the antenna will be side-mounted on the tower, the pattern will be distorted. The manufacturers publish the different patterns depending on the configuration of the antenna dipoles with respect to the mast and the tower. This DB404 antenna has 4 dipole elements. Having the 4 dipoles on all 4 sides of the mast results in an omnidirectional pattern. But with the elements in line, as shown here, results in a slightly elliptical pattern. Side mounting on the tower further distorts the pattern. So here's what the different patterns look like. And this is the pattern of the Omni configuration when mounted on the side of the tower. The black triangle in the center of the polar plot represents the triangular tower, as if looking down from the top. With this omnidirectional configuration, you can see 3 distinct peaks, about 120 degrees apart, directly away from each tower leg. And here's the pattern with all 4 elements in line, pointed to the tower leg. And finally, with the 4 elements in line, this time broadside to the tower leg. So, the trick is to find the best configuration so that the maximum gain is in the direction of our 3 remote receive sites. Here's a map centered on the tower's location here in London. The heavy black lines represent the paths to the distant receive sites. Plain City is to the northeast, about 18 miles away. West Jeff is east-northeast, 9.5 miles. And Mount Sterling is 16 miles to the southeast. I superimposed those 3 polar pattern plots provided by the manufacturer, once oriented to the northeast tower leg, and again oriented to the southeast tower leg, to see which pattern had the optimum gain towards our 3 receive sites. I tabulated the results, and it turns out that the best configuration is with the antenna on the southeast tower leg, with the elements in line with the leg. And here we're testing the new antenna, just to make sure it's working okay, and make sure we didn't make any mistakes when we assembled it. Bob, hold the antenna over your head so your body's away from the elements. And hold it from the base there.
At 460, we're 1.4.
Okay. Okay.
Got the climbing things here.
No, no, I can't get to them until I get it.
They got the bottom 2 off.
Huh?
They got the bottom
Yeah, I know.
off.
Yeah, Dave's at about the 50-foot level here. You can see the hospital's 800 megahertz antenna right there on the right. Now, during this tower climb, Dave is on the southwest face of the tower, so the views are all looking to the northeast. And this is about the 80-foot level. Here you can see a couple of our link antennas. There's the Mount Sterling one on the right and the Plain City one pointing to the left there. And here you can see the West Jeff antenna.
Okay, on my left side, up there, would it be possible on that leg there and just point it back over my back a little bit? Would that be possible?
If that's what you need to do, we'll make it work. You know, I did a bunch of polar plots with the tower, you know, and the pattern and stuff. I didn't calculate anything for that southwest leg, so I don't know. But it'd probably be good enough.
No, like I say, we'll stay with this leg, what we talked about, you know, the last time on this leg on my right-hand side. We'll just put it there so the tip's below the antenna on that side, on the side arm on my right side, and we'll just go from there. I'm just wondering, is it going to interfere with the other antenna frequency-wise? I know one's 450, the other one's 150.
That shouldn't be a problem at all. We're going to put cavities on it anyhow, so it should reject the VHF stuff pretty easy.
Okay, not a problem then. I'll finish getting up there.
Hey, good deal. Thanks.
By the way, we were using Dave's business band VHF radios, hence we weren't using call signs or anything. This is about the 100-foot level, and you can see the base of the side mount bracket for our 2-meter VHF antenna that was installed last week. And this is about the 120-foot level. Looking straight ahead, you can see the top sway brace for our new antenna. That's a really heavy-duty sway brace. It weighed more than our entire antenna. Our antenna is on the northeast tower leg, and there off on the right you can see the hospital's VHF antenna, which is on the southeast tower leg. Dave is climbing up to about the 130-foot level, where he'll attach a pulley so he can hoist up the new UHF antenna that he'll be installing.
Come on. Okay. Okay, you can probably hook on the yellow bucket now.
Okay.
Go! Okay.
Ask him if he's ready for it.
Okay.
Let me know, Dave, when you're ready for us to start hosting up the antenna.
Okay, I'm ready anytime.
And we decided to hoist up the antenna and the side bracket already pre-assembled as one piece.
Whoa! Hold on! You just steer this. Okay? Okay, come on up. Okay, yo! Okay, hold that there for a sec. I got to get the hardware undone. Why? Okay.
You can see how thin the tower legs are at this level. It appears to be smaller diameter than the half-inch hard line that's right next to it.
Okay, guys, you can let off of it. Is it rotated about the way you need it? I can turn it about any direction you need it.
Well, that looks good. If you just make it completely perpendicular to the tower legs, you know, straight out, that would be best, but it's not critical. Yeah, that looks really good right there, Dave.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to go up and get the feed line, bring it down.
Yeah, that's the hard line that was used on the abandoned VHF antenna that Dave took down last week.
Hey Dave, let me know when you get the coax connected, and then I'll go inside and test it so I can check it before you come down off the tower.
10-4. Okay, Don, the antenna's hooked to the feed line.
Hey Dave, thanks. We're going to go in and check it here real fast. Hold on. All right, we'll let you know. Don just tested everything and they say okay.
Okay, I'm going to seal the connector up then.
Good, okay.
Dave is wrapping the connection first with a couple layers of Scotch Super 88 vinyl electrical tape. And then a few wraps of CommScope vapor wrap to completely waterproof the connection.
Okay, get off of there. Come on, there you go. Thank you.
And a final wrap of some more Super 88 electrical tape, just for good measure. Dave is attaching the feed line to the tower with solid number 14 copper wire, twisted tight with pliers. This is an acceptable way to do this, and much less expensive than the manufacturer's coax hangers. By the way, never use tape or plastic tie wraps. They just don't last. Well, Dave went back up to near the top of the tower to retrieve the pulley. On the way down, Dave will check for other coax cables to see if they're loose and might need to be reattached, and we'll fix those on the way down. Right here is about the 100-foot level, actually about the 110-foot level. You can see the base of the new UHF antenna there, just out of view on the right. And straight ahead you can see our new 2-meter antenna, where the base is at about 100 feet and the top of the antenna is about 120 feet. Those DB224s are about 20 feet long. And there's the base of our 2-meter antenna right at the 100-foot level. And here's the old UHF link antennas. We're going to leave those on the tower for now. they might come in handy for something in the future. Just don't know yet.
You can probably pull that rope through now if you want. I'll let you do this.
Okay.
I can't really see that well.
And I just was looking, it's still blinking, so.
What's that?
The camera.
Oh,
It's still
yeah, look down there. Hey, the red light flashing. So,
yeah. It ought to be pretty cool.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to edit out too much. I let a few things out, but oh well.
Here, let me jump in here. Let me,
Da-di-da-di-da-da-di-da, da-di-da-di-da-da-di-da. What do you hear over the air? CQ serenade. So you don't know just what it means. Dust your shoes off, shake out your jeans. Get on your feet, jump to the beat of CQ serenade. CQ has gone and brought us a new rhythm that's swinging all the cats by the ear. Let's do ourselves a favor and get with 'em. You'll find you get the message, man, you'll hear it coming loud and clear. Doesn't matter what words you sing, just remember the beat's the thing. Get on the beam, carry the theme of CQ Serenade. Da-di-da-di-da-da-di-da.